Okay, so I'm going to start the Mondeo. It's a 2.5 litre V6. It's a bit dark. Let's turn the light on. So I've cleaned the upper and lower intake manifolds yesterday, and I did it the quick and dirty way. It is a cold start. What's the temperature saying it is? 2 degrees. So it's perfectly feasible I've put a manifold leak in. Oh no, there we go. No warning light. I did it the quick and dirty way. I did not replace the gaskets, I reused the gaskets. Basically, to cut a very long story short, this is a very low mileage car, and it's been spending the last 10 years of its life being driven by an older gentleman very slowly. So when I took the upper intake manifold off, I was not at all surprised to find the secondaries were very, very blocked up. You could sort of tell when you drove it as well that when they went to open, it really didn't give you much more, and it was quite sluggish at high revs. There was no warnings or anything. I do have 4scan, and I did the actuator test and it was all working, but it was just blocked and the airflow was severely reduced. It's certainly a lot more responsive now. It's well worth doing. But I made a boo-boo the first time I reassembled it. I forgot to put the control cable back on the secondaries, so at low speeds it felt better as well, because I cleaned out the throttle body and everything like that, but it wasn't kicking at high revs. The actuator test showed no fault, because the motor was working, but it just wasn't connected to the flaps. So throttle body off again, reconnected the cable, put it back in. I have reused all the gaskets for the throttle body, the idle valve, upper and lower intake manifolds, and it doesn't seem to have caused me any problems at all. As a result of the car's low mileage, I've had to replace all 4 tyres because they were cracked with age. It's not due a service. It was serviced at Ford a few months ago, but I'll do it a 6-month oil change and then service it at Ford. It's a Gear X 2.5 Duratec with the automatic 5-speed select shift, and other than that it drives really nicely, but it starts perfectly. It has had to have a new battery as well because that was struggling again through lack of use, but everything works on this car, right down to the illumination for the ashtray, which has never been used. Some crisps. Lovely car to drive, and now that the manifolds are sorted, it's responsive again. So a couple more videos to come on this of jobs that I'll be doing, but just wanted to say that you can reuse the gaskets when you do this job, and it's not difficult whatsoever. It's really easy, but don't do what I do and lose one of the injector O-rings, because Ford will only sell you one with a new injector. So I had to find some that were an approximation of the correct size, but they're working fine as well.